Hello, my friends. Welcome to Monday Mindset. I'm Erin Hart, and this week we are talking about accountability. So, I'm really excited to talk to you about this. If you don't know who I am, I'm a registered nurse health coach. I empower women to get off of the dieting roller coaster and lose weight for the last time with a sugar and flour free lifestyle. I have had my own miraculous transformation as I've gone from class 3, morbidly obese, depressed, and powerless against my cravings to feeling peaceful with my food, hopeful, and energetic. I have confidence and have lost 125 pounds. To mention that too. So it's so possible. I am not special. The people who are successful in this program are not special. They just have a clear path to success. They have accountability, and they take consistent action every day. You can do it too. If you are struggling with your relationship with food, you have control. You have power, the power within you to create the life that you want for yourself. And I'm so excited for you to embark on this journey with me. So, today we're going to be talking about this new tool I have, the weekly check-in, but I'm kind of glad I hope you can't see me. I have, last night I was up so late into the night. Sometimes I just get these ideas in my head. I just got to get out, and I have these, a whole bunch of exciting things coming down the pipeline for you guys. If you're in my coaching program, yes, the last part of this year is going to be so fun. And for those of you who are my hybrid clients and are participating in that program with the one-to-one coaching in addition to the group coaching, our retreat is coming up. So June 21st to the 25th in Park City, Utah, all-inclusive retreat. It's going to be so fun. So I can't wait. Those immersive experiences are just so powerful. And so I'm so excited to see you guys there. If you are wanting to come to the retreat, it is closed for this year, but next year we will have openings available. And to be able to participate in that at this point, it really you need to be participating in the hybrid one-to-one coaching, which is the group coaching and the one-to-one coaching. So message me if you want details about that. But all expenses are paid for you. Food, lodging, activities are all covered. You just have to get yourself here. So I can't wait for that. We also have a lot of other really exciting things coming down the pipeline. So I don't want to jump the gun and tell you about them all too soon, but just know that good things are to come. And I can't wait to continue to support you with your goals. You can absolutely do this. So today, as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about the weekly check-in. This is a new tool that I've created. It was one of the ideas of one of my clients and I just love it. I'm so excited because I think that having accountability is so key. In my coaching program, that's one of the reasons I started this business, is because I recognize the need for having that one-way support coming into you where I know in my personal transformation, having one-way support coming into me where the other person didn't expect any other support back was just so powerful. It's important if you're struggling to achieve the results that you want with sustainable weight loss with a sugar and flour-free lifestyle on your own. You need to increase your accountability. And so let me just talk to you a little bit about that. Having someone or a group to be accountable to So many different studies in the scientific community have shown that it dramatically increases the likelihood of you achieving your goal. So if you don't have a buddy, and you're trying to do this on your own and you're struggling, I encourage you to join my program or find a buddy, find some higher form of support. If you are a client of mine, reach out in the VIP group to find a quality buddy. You know, sometimes it's hard to find someone who really understands what you're going through, but that's the power of the VIP group, is that that all of my active clients are in there and they are all invested and working as hard as you are toward the same goal. So it's a great place to find someone who understands what you're going through, and it's a great place to learn from others who are on this journey as well. So we do have some more options coming or for my clients who are in the VIP Facebook group. We will have more support on my end and on my assistant's end to connect you. If that is something that you're looking for with a buddy, we're working on that, and more details to come on how we will help to connect you in that Facebook group. So a new tool has come out today or this week in the VIP group, and this tool is just called the weekly check-in, as you see here. This is the example page, and so having transparent accountability is really important. You know, there's different levels of accountability, right? Good, better, best. I think good accountability would just be someone that supports you, who you can talk to when you're struggling. Better accountability is having, and best accountability is really having that transparency with that person and the daily communication with them. So that's so important because as people who experience food addiction, as many of my clients are, and I am, we need that transparency to be able to combat shame and guilt, you know, and also just to be able to get connection with someone who is empathetic and non-judgmental. It really takes your program to another level. But when we do hide things, it really doesn't serve us. A lot of times we just don't want to tell someone when we're struggling, or we don't want, or we maybe put on a little facade and they don't know the full details. Or we just kind of gloss over, you know, oh, I went off my plan. But maybe it was a big issue that you had. Maybe you binged, or maybe you feel out of control with your food and cravings, and or maybe it's just a tiny little slip, right? There's so many different things it could be. So having transparency with your accountability buddy is so key. And it's also a way to, you know, in the 12-step program of addiction recovery that many of you are familiar with, the first step is honesty. And I think that that's so important because not only are we being honest to others about the struggles that we're having, but we're also being honest with ourselves and with God. And when we do that, when we like with Google navigation, with Google Maps on your phone, right? You got to put in your starting point and know where you're going. You have to have a clear destination. So a lot of times we have that clear destination, but it's hard for us to be honest about where we are right now, what our thoughts are, what our behaviors are around food, because there can be a lot of shame that we have and we don't want to share it with people. But what I'm telling you is that this group is just so empathetic and loving and non-judgmental, and we've all been there. So please, not only do I want you to share your successes, I want you to share the with honesty when you're struggling in detail. You don't need to share exactly what you're eating. That can be triggering to other people, but just being more transparent, I think, is really important. So, in this program, and in the Year of You, we focus on the process, and we don't talk about a lot about weight and the outcome, because we're trying to overcome that all or nothing mentality. A lot of times when you're focused on the outcome and the number on the scale, we get discouraged, and because it's not an instantaneous change. So we try to really measure our success by the actions that we're taking. And when we course correct quickly, that is also something that we really celebrate. It's never a straight line to success, but if you focus on the process, the outcomes will take care of themselves. And I love that. I learned that from Bill Walsh. He wrote a book called "The Score Takes Care of Itself," I believe, and he was a 3-time Super Bowl coach. And so he was the coach of the 49ers in the 80s, and they won 3 Super Bowls. And the reason they were so successful, what he teaches in the book, is because they didn't focus on the outcomes. They didn't focus on the score or the next big game. They put all of their focus on the process. And like perfecting their plays, perfecting the skills that it takes to win a game, right? Like tackling and just the basics, right? Perfecting the basics. And that's how they were so successful, not by focusing on the score, but by focusing on what it takes to change the score. So that's the mindset that I really want to encourage you to have in this program. And so this tool, the weekly check-in, can help you to do that. The weekly check-in is really powerful, and while the weight tracker that's also in the PDF workbook is also something I want you to be filling out and be aware of. I want you to know your data of the weekly and monthly trends with your weight. And also you can send that as an accountability tool. But I encourage you to send this weekly tracker to me each week to measure your consistency with the process. So my goal is to help you to achieve your health goals and make the process faster, easier, and way more fun. So if you aren't seeing the results that you want, I encourage you to take an honest look at the weekly check-in paper to help you to know if you're building the habits around the behaviors that are going to move the needle for you in your weight loss. As we've said in past Monday Mindsets, that quote just stands out to me so much. A lot of times we're upset about the results that we haven't gotten from the work we haven't done. So take a look at the behaviors that you're doing and whether or not they are going to lead to where you want to go in your life. Okay, so to explain this tool, I want you to know that mistakes are okay. Okay, so this is not a tool to foster perfectionism. This is a tool to foster honesty and hope. So we don't have to be perfect to be successful, but when we do make mistakes and we go off of our plan more and more, it slows down our progress. So I want it to be motivating to you to look at this and to have and to recognize that your choices matter. Every choice you make changes the future, whether you're sticking to your plan or you're not. So mistakes are okay, and they are part of the process. If you aren't failing, you're not learning, right? I think of my little girls, they love to ski, but when they were starting to learn how to ski, They were just so bad at it and they would fall all of the time. But if you have learned to ski yourself, you know that falling is part of the learning process, right? Everyone falls in the beginning. So when we were on the mountain, we would always just cheer for them when they fell. We would literally clap and we'd say, "Yay, you fell." And the reason we did that is we wanted them to know that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fall. It's actually part of the process. And if you aren't falling, you aren't learning. So we celebrate mistakes likewise in this program because it means that you're pushing yourself to your limits. And that's how you grow and learn. You're not going to be perfect at this all at once. Like a baby that's learning how to walk, right? They fall down all of the time. And you don't think to your baby like, oh, they're never going to be successful at walking, right? We know that they will, hopefully, right? Most babies are. But it's part of the process to fall down. So own your weakness and don't get discouraged because you're not perfect. Just keep going. Keep going, keep trying. Every day is a new day. Every meal is a new meal. Take it one day at a time, one meal at a time. So if you put in the practice, if you put in the time, you will become a master at this, and it will become eventually easy and effortless for you. So you have to be bad at something before you can become good at it. Don't beat yourself up, and that's why we have those little hearts in there. The stars mean that you were on your plan, and the stars and the check marks mean that you did it, and the hearts mean that you fell a little bit short that day, but we do it with self-compassion, and that's why we do a heart. So keep trying, you'll get better. It's never a straight line to success. So in this, to explain this, we just are talking about no sugar, no flour, weighing meals at meal times, and not snacking in between. So those are the foundation of the meal plan and of our sugar and flour free lifestyle. So that is really the most important part of this tool, is that we're at least doing that part. But the other habits, I really find that people who do these are the most successful are to commit your food for the next day. That means writing down your food for the next day and committing it to someone, and then eating exactly what you wrote down. So it's so simple, but I'm telling you guys, that helps us to bypass willpower, and it really makes the weight loss process faster, as we do make better decisions when we do it ahead of time and not when we're in the moment and we're hungry and we're tired. So committing your food for the next day means writing down your food the night before, preferred, and committing it to someone, and then eating exactly what you wrote down. So as you do that, I promise you, if you stick to the meal plan and you do those habits, it's really going to help you to see faster results. The weekly focus area, that is for you to decide what you're wanting to focus on as far as other goals and so, for example, maybe meditation, or maybe you're wanting to get a habit around prayer or gratitude. Maybe you're wanting to start exercising. So that's for you to decide what your weekly focus is, or maybe your weekly focus is to write down your food, right? But it's just a place for you to commit your weekly focus and to track it. So the wins, challenges, and lessons learned, that is the area where you can really just do some self-reflection around your wins. Don't skip that part, guys. Don't beat yourself up all of the time and only focus on what you're doing wrong. Focus on what you're doing right and focus on what's working, in addition to recognizing what your challenges are and what you're learning from those experiences, from the mistakes that you've made. So So that's what that little area is for. So when the area that says won the day, that's really for you to decide what that means. Now, winning the day may be all check marks down the list, right? But maybe winning the day for you is just the top three. So sugar, flour, and weighing meals at meal times. That, sometimes like maybe you forgot to write down your food, but you still stuck to your plan, right? So it's really up to you to decide how you use that and what winning the day means to you. But I do encourage you to think about that up front and not decide day to day what winning the day means, but decide up front what that means, and put a little star sticker or something if you won the day, and then if you didn't win the day, put a little heart, or don't put an X. We never lose the day. We either win or we learn. So. And then as far as the part on the side, it is really helpful and interesting when you're going through the process to track your hunger and cravings, because in the beginning you are going to have a lot of hunger, you are going to have a lot of cravings, because those foods that are highly processed are very addictive, and it takes a little while for our brains to settle down, right? But the goal is peace. And actually in the updated version, I did add an area to track peace in addition to hope, because that is the goal. It's not just weight loss. We want you to be able to achieve peace with your food and your body. So, but it is helpful to see this week to week, as maybe you're 5 on hunger, 5 on cravings that first week when you're in detox, which is normal. But then, you notice like a month later that you're having way less hunger and no cravings, right? So it's just another way to measure progress without looking at the number on the scale. And hope is powerful. So hope is, if you believe that you can or you can't, you're right. So I hope that you have hope. And I want to help to nurture your hope and foster hope in this program, because there is hope. I promise you. In the beginning, we may not have the confidence that we'll be able to be successful. And that's normal, right? We've never done it before. So we don't have the confidence that we will be able to do it. But with time, as you consistently execute your plan, you will gain confidence. We gain confidence by doing hard things and not dying. So hope will come, and hope can grow as you start to execute your plan and you start to see the benefits of this lifestyle. It is so exciting, and in the beginning, I know how hard and overwhelming it can be, but it becomes so easy and effortless with time. So it's so worth it, I promise. So I hope that you'll use this tool. You can fill it out and then send it to me each week, or send it to your buddy each week. And this is only available for people who are in my coaching program. But if you're not in my coaching program, I encourage you to use something similar to this, and to find a buddy to be accountable to. If you aren't one of my clients, but you're struggling to do this on your own and you need more support, I want to encourage you to sign up for a free coaching call with me. I do free coaching calls each week for people who are interested in my program and wanting to just find out more, but there is no obligation to sign up for the program. The calls are so powerful and transformative. We really talk about your goals. We talk about the challenges that you're facing, and I give you strategies to implement right away so that you can be able to see faster results and to make the process more fun and easy. So I encourage you to sign up for a coaching call. I do have a few spots left in my coaching program if you are interested in joining us in the Year of You. So the Year of You, it is so powerful because it is a year that you commit to prioritize your self-care. And as you do that and invest in yourself with coaching, it takes your program to another level. It gives you rocket fuel. Because when we invest in ourselves, it helps us to be more consistent. And consistency is the path to success. So, to be successful with sustainable weight loss, we need to master our mindset, develop a winning strategy, and consistently execute your plan. So that's what we do here. All of the options include group coaching that I offer, but I additionally offer more personalized support with one-to-one coaching if that's something that you're interested in. So group coaching is what most people do, and we meet via Zoom for 1 hour, for a 1 hour group coaching call 44 times throughout the year, so about once a week, so that I can teach you and coach you. I have different times throughout the week that you can come, and we have small groups, so it's really a really great environment to meet other people and to get accountability week to week. The program will grow and eventually the groups will grow, but for now the groups are smaller and it's a great time to start. So the program also includes live weekly trainings with the Monday Mindset and educational self-paced online course material that will be coming out later this year. So we have the PDF workbook, and that includes mindset exercises, guides, trackers, meal plans, and recipes, which is a roadmap to help you to learn and implement the concepts and access so that you can be successful. It includes access to the private VIP Facebook community for daily accountability and support with other members of the program who are just as invested as you are and working toward the same goals. So what that means for you is that in the group coaching program, you have the ideal support community, a clear path to success, and accountability to keep you on track with your goals throughout the year. A lot of times, it's easier for us to keep our promises to other people than it is to ourselves. Hopefully we can change that. We want to get to the point where we can keep the promises to ourselves no matter what. But until we get to that point, finding more support with accountability is powerful. For people who do want more personalized support, I offer 2 tiers of hybrid coaching that include everything in the group coaching offer and additional 25 one-to-one minute calls with me throughout the year, as well as daily support and accountability with me through Voxer. So that's Monday through Friday. And one tier meets with me 10 times per year, one-to-one, and the other tier meets with me 22 times per year, one-to-one, in addition to the group coaching calls. So depending on what you feel that you need to be successful, not everyone needs one-to-one coaching. And most people really just love the group coaching, but it is an option. So in that hybrid program, we communicate with Voxer, which is a messaging app, Monday through Friday, and I send you inspiration and motivation throughout the week. You can send me a message anytime if you have a question. You can message me on the weekends, and I just get back to you first thing on Monday. So it's very supportive. A lot of people text me after every meal or at the end of the day, or send me their meal plans for the next day, and I just love to work with my one-to-one clients in that way and support them on a higher level. So if you're in the group coaching program and you feel like you need more support, it's always an option to upgrade to the one-to-one coaching. So, and as a bonus right now for action takers who sign up for the highest tier, you will be invited to the all-inclusive transformation retreat in Park City, Utah for next year. So your food, your lodging, and activities are all included. You just have to pay for your transportation to and from the retreat. So many different support options available. I know that sometimes it's hard to invest in yourself, you guys, but I'm telling you that the cost of not achieving your goals is so high, and we can't afford not to achieve our goals. So, I encourage you to sign up for a coaching call with me. It's free, and I would love to talk with you and help you on your path to better health. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.